I want to read this out to you. I'll try and keep it brief. I made a video recently on the Atheist Conference. Steve Shives attending. If you haven't seen that video, you can go and watch the video. And I've just watched Maury Gray had made a follow-up, which is what's prompted me. I thought I really ought to get this information out there because it's kind of interesting, because somebody posted my video, he's friends with Lee Moore. And Lee Moore is the chap who is running this Atheist Conference. He's the guy, the organiser who's putting the event together. Okay. And he had a couple of things to say to me, and he seemed a reasonable guy. He said maybe we could do an interview or something live together, and he seemed a reasonable guy. And I'll be letting him know, I'm not going to do this behind his back, I'll let him know I've made this video. But I'm afraid the comment that he left to me, it just smells of bullshit, really. Either he is stunningly naive about what people do and don't do on YouTube, or he's not being particularly upfront with me. You know, he's talking to me and giving the wanker symbol while he's typing. I'm afraid, because it just doesn't hold water. This. Let me read the comment out. As far as clarifications, your statement about our atheist YouTube panel. Aaron Ra is a YouTube atheist. He is one of our speakers and invited to be on that panel. Just let me clarify. As far as I'm aware, Aaron Ra is a speaker at the event. He's been asked if he would like to be on the panel, but it's not confirmed yet, as far as I understand it. So are several others you didn't mention. Right, listen to this bit. Yes, the more conservative YouTube atheists were not invited, as we're a non-partisan event, and those more conservative ones stopped talking about atheism. If I understand that right, he's not saying he won't invite them because they're more conservative. He's saying he won't invite them because it's a non-partisan event, and frankly, all they do on their channel is talk about politics, socio-politics. They're not talking about atheism, and that's the line in the sand for him. Didn't seem wise to bring them all on. The decision reinforced by the aftermath of MythCon, which concerns Sargon Akkad, who's never been a YouTube atheist. His atheism is peripheral to his YouTube work. But anyway, I really just care about showing diversity of thought amongst folks who still care about the fact that there is no God. That's what this con is about. Last bit. Of course you might say, why invite the more liberal-minded ones? Once again, because they still fight for the atheist cause. So he isn't inviting the conservative ones. Why? Because it's a non-partisan event and all they talk about is politics. And yet, his panel, the confirmed ones I know of, are Steve Shives and Kristi Winters, who do talk about atheism, FoxyJazzabelle and the one janitor, who don't. Right. This is what I don't understand. The only relevance that I know that FoxyJazzabelle has to atheism on YouTube nowadays is that she's friends with Steve Shives and Kristi Winters. He talks about diversity. He wants to show diversity. And he's invited a group of mates to form a panel. It's not just a left-wing atheist panel. It's a cliquey group of mates that all have exactly the same socio-political ideology. Not quite. T1J is a little bit more central, I think, than the other three. But he's still good friends with all of those. He's invited a little clique together there. And honestly, go and check out FoxyJazzabelle's channel. Look at her videos. I remember she's been around quite a while. And I remember back in the day her making a couple of videos on atheism. But fucking hell, we're talking about the times when computers ran on coal, for fuck's sake. That's how far back we're going there. Nowadays, I searched through the last couple of years of videos from FoxyJazzabelle. I could not find a single video related to atheism. T1J did make a video the other day, and ironically his video, I'll play you a clip of it, basically says, yeah, I don't bother making videos about atheism anymore. I'm more interested in these political issues, quite frankly. I'll play you the clip.
That there's a segment of atheism that is toxic and maybe needs to be resisted. Like I'm still like really hostile towards religion overall. Like, I still consider myself an anti-theist. It's just not the issue right now. There's other things going on. There's other things that I feel like are worth my time.
So I don't really know what to make of that. How somebody such as Lee Moore has done can leave me a comment saying, oh no, I haven't invited any of the conservative or centrist YouTube atheists because they're just not interested. They just don't make atheist-related content anymore, and yet at the same time invite people like the one janitor and FoxyJazzabelle who make exclusively non-atheist content and expect me to suck that comment up. I just don't know. Okay, well, that's just something to go on. Just something to bear in mind with regard to this event. And if anybody gets a chance, you know, see if you can get in touch with this Lee Moore. He was interested in speaking to me on YouTube, doing an interview, doing something live. It's difficult for me to factor in, but I'm sure he's willing to speak to people. So maybe get in touch with him politely and see if you can sort something out. Okay, thanks for listening. Thought you'd be interested in that one. Bye for now.